Good.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Everybody in council had a chance to look at the minutes from last month. Any questions, corrections? Not, I'll take a motion for the secretary to file them.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Greg,
Second.
second by Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. I did not write down the order. Any public comment? Okay. All right. Engineers report.
No report.
Okay. Solicitors report.
Okay, nothing specific. I did want to mention one thing. I saw in the, near the back of the latest Borough News magazine, there's a program available for new zoning board members. I think it's an hour and a half on the evening of the 7th of May by Zoom. I would just suggest council, I think it's $35. I would suggest that council authorize our zoning hearing board members to take the class if they want to and reimburse them upon successful completion. I've seen that happen in a number of my other municipalities.
Do you have a list of who's on that?
Yeah, it would be Jessica, Jody McDonald. Who's the third one? Can't remember offhand. Who?
Is it Ron?
No, she's from Planners.
I thought it was Bev, but I think she resigned.
No, it's not Bev.
All right.
But anyway, you
Thoughts
just make
thoughts
a
or
blanket
questions from
motion.
council for Todd to get a hold of the zoning board members and anybody who wants to take the training that the borough pay for?
I'll make a motion for Todd to move forward, getting in touch with the zoning hearing board.
Motion by Bill. Questions? Second, Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Anything else for the solicitor right now? Okay. Zoning and codes?
Oh, you have a copy of the report before you. I don't have anything additional to add. If anyone has any questions.
I don't have a question on
Okay.
the report that you got, but looking over the sewer report under new business, as 107 Church Street had its second kitchen reported during the building sewer inspection. I was wondering if you got any communication about that.
I did. They provided me with photos, and that I remember that it's not really a kitchen, so to speak. It's a stove and a sink and a refrigerator, and that's been there as long as I can remember.
A long time.
Reading water meters many years ago. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not a finished out basement or anything. No partitions, all open.
I think that was in Miller Crow was there.
Mhm,
Because I
yes.
remember we looked at the house that was in
Yeah.
there, that's a long
Yep.
time.
Anything else for zoning or codes?
Nothing further.
All right. Albert?
I'll got nothing this time.
Okay. Scott?
The only thing is, I'm still waiting to hear back from, county about, the replacement for, the portable radio. I've not heard nothing back. I reached out to Mike Melhorn, a couple weeks ago, and, he said he will try and rattle some cages over about that. So that's been a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna give it to the rest of the month here, and then I'll reach back out to Mike to see, how they are.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else? Fire? Doug, you're good? With that? All right. Recreation?
The branch board of the YMCA of the Roses met March 5th. YMCA project is, they received temporary occupancy from Jackson Township to allow for delivery of shipped items and furniture set up within the building. The remaining of the site work is pending coordination with First Capital Engineering, which they have coordinated some CAD drawings, and I think they're going to start within the next 10 days, 2 weeks, to get that. May 1st Date is not realistic anymore. It's gonna be later on in May, beginning of June for the opening. They had an ECHO grant recognition on March 11th. Press conference was held. And that stands for Every Child Has Opportunities. All 3 county commissioners were there, including, and also Senator Kate Klunk. Upcoming events, food truck event, April 24th at Little Creek Park, and Give Local York is gonna get kicked off May 1st. The Spring Grove Rex and Parks dissolution is in the final stages and is currently being handled by legal counsel. That next meeting is scheduled for May 19th for the board of the YMCA Roses. Playground Committee met on the 23rd of March down here at 11 o'clock. It was reported that a swing was removed from the layout based on space that we had to work with inside the playground area. We're close to determining what the budget is so we can move forward with grant writing. Working with York County, we're hoping to have a maintenance agreement in front of council next meeting in May. We're also working with some fundraising goals and working with social media under the direction of Kate Klunk and with the help of Jessica with this one, putting on social media. And our next playground meeting is the 20th of this month at 11 o'clock, which I hope that we have more to report on the direction of where the grants are going next month.
All right. Thank you. Are we good with that? Old business, anything on the vacancies?
No.
Okay. And new business? Anything I'm missing? Okay. Go to the treasurer's report. Everybody should have got an email on that. Any questions, corrections? If not, I will take a motion for the treasurer to approve, accept, and file statement for audit, and for the treasurer to pay any regular bills over the next month.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mark,
I'll
second by Deb. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Secretary's report?
I actually don't have anything.
Okay. Mayor's report?
I guess, well, 2 things. I guess that within 2 weeks ago now, 2 Thursdays ago, me and Cheryl attended the York County Borough Association quarterly meeting. Representatives from the SPCA were there and gave a pretty lengthy presentation about animal services in Pennsylvania and the Commonwealth, how, you know, how, of course, it's different than the 49 other states. Animal control in Pennsylvania is not a government-regulated service. All the rest of the 49 states, the government kind of handles it. So York County is, you know, actually lucky on what we have. A lot of places around the country come to York County to see what is working. They consider themselves a no-kill shelter. What they base that on is a percentage of basically live animals in, live animals out. And to be considered a no-kill shelter, they have to be 90% above and above. They typically run from, I guess, about 2017, they were only at 50%. So within the last 8 to 10 years, they've got that number up to over 90. I believe the last percentage was 2024. I believe it was 92.8% animals in, animals are live going out. Now, a lot of that has to do with, you know, the tag, neuter, release, you know, with the cat population. You know, again, I thought a lot more was going to be brought up about Borough's funding the SPCA, but that is still kind of, a lot of that is rumored. You know, I think if the county decides to start giving them money, yes, you'll see, boroughs having to pay that. But overall, I thought it was very, well presented. They also, I think another big thing with their low-cost neuter and spay program, I believe their lead veterinarian that takes care of that was recognized, I guess that was last year, of doing, she did over 13,000 spay or neuters in a year, and the most, I guess, she won what they call what was this?
Was it a snip or a clip?
Snippy Award. A Snippy Award is basically animal rescues and SPCA type awards that they have for different things all across the country. So she was recognized as being, the one that did the most in 1 year. And if you think about that, 5 days, out of 5 days, that's a lot of animals on and off her table, I think another thing is they've hired now an animal control police officer that hopefully they'll start in the next 6 weeks that, we'll be able to enforce animal, cruelty law for the county. Now, it's only one person, but, those kind of things are a big help. The county has gone almost about a year without one. So they're really happy to get that back, and hopefully, as problems come about, that person will investigate those type of things. The other thing, I did talk to York County Commissioner Buford and invited him to it was either this meeting or the May meeting. And he accepted the invitation. Him and the county engineer will be here at the May meeting to any questions with the truck overhead thing, I mentioned how a lot of Borough Council was I won't say upset, but they were, the transparency was not there. We have not, there's a lot of questions that weren't answered, so again, please spread that around, it's our time to ask those questions. If any borough residents have questions, please let us know so we can bring them to their attention if not answered. Other than that, I have nothing else.
Just to piggyback on what Doug said, I found it interesting that the gentleman said that the boroughs and townships, through what we pay to the SPCA, is a small amount. And then and I'm thinking, well, how do they do all this? He said, because they have a $5 million budget, but they only get like 6% from us. And he said, well, through our fundraising. So every time somebody makes a donation to the SPCA, is going towards that $5 million, which is how they actually keep in business. And I said, well, what about all this information that I've been hearing that the county commissioners might fund this? I thought maybe you would be talking about that. And he said they laid the groundwork, that they did go to the commissioners meeting, and they talked about having the county fund their program, and that they were very acceptable of the whole thing and thought it was a good idea, but they didn't give them any money. But he thought they'd at least lay the groundwork that when they come back this year and maybe in the next year, that they might get a little further ahead than they did. So hopefully it's coming in the future that the county will be paying for this, but otherwise, until then, it's us doing our 6%, and the $5 million coming from donors in York County. Thought that was interesting.
Thank you. All right, liens are still 3. EDUs are the same. You have anything else, Todd?
Anything I want to mention, I did put it out there on Facebook, that on Wednesday, morning. Maple Street will be closed between South Street and 616. The county, and that's only between 7 and 12. The county's gonna be coming in, they have a contractor coming in to replace the guardrails on the White Bridge back there.
Okay. Mike?
Nothing.
Cheryl?
No.
Doug? Gary?
I just want to mention that I'm sure everybody saw over the weekend that the rods and the kids are out and everybody's fishing, and just to let people know where the state does this creek. We're fortunate this creek's been stocked for almost 40 years, and on the 14th, or on the 13th of April, they will be doing Centerville to LaRue. Everybody probably knows where that area is at. That section is open to fishing year-round, and May 5th, the Tuesday, next month, they'll do Maple Street to the fire hall. Again, that'll be the last stocking for the state to do. Between that, the Isaac Walton League and Hopewell Fish and Game also puts fish in there. So if you know anybody that owns land along this creek and where they fish, be on their good side, because it's really getting delicate with people posting their property, and the state has to have a certain amount of land and creek open for them to stock. And the upper section especially is getting all broken up with landowners. That's really in jeopardy of losing fish. So down here, we're okay yet, but just putting it out there, know when the stockings are.
Thank you. Mark? Greg? Deb?
Nothing for me.
All right. Before we open back up for public comment, after adjournment, we are going to go into an executive session regarding personnel with the borough. We are not going to come back in and adjourn. We're going to adjourn after public comment. Any other public comment?
Zach, one
Yep.
note, there will be no official action
There will be
taken,
no
it's simply
official-
for discussion.
Correct. It's all discussion tonight. Any other public comment? All right. Thank everybody for coming. Have a good evening. Enjoy the weather.
Yes.